Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my top reasons why you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A20. So let's get started. The first reason why you should buy the Galaxy A20 is because it has a wide-angle camera. So on the back of the phone, we have a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel main camera and a 5 megapixel secondary camera. That's great and all, and it's going to give you excellent portrait mode, especially for a budget device, but this phone has an additional trick up its sleeve when it comes to the cameras, and that is a wide-angle camera. So that's something that you really don't even see that often with budget phones. In fact, the iPhone 11 is one of the first iPhones to get a wide-angle camera, and to my understanding, the Pixel 4 isn't even going to have a wide-angle camera. So the fact that this does have a wide-angle camera at such an affordable price tag is really a great thing to see. Now let's give it a try. Now this is with the normal camera, right? This is how it looks. And now I'll switch over to the wide-angle camera, and you can see how much more content fits into the frame. So this certainly is not a gimmick. There's a lot of situations where having a wide-angle camera certainly comes in handy. Maybe you're trying to get a photo of a group of people, or maybe you're on a trip and you want to fit an entire building into one photo. Then you can use this wide-angle mode to really take some nice looking pictures. So definitely a great feature to have. Definitely something that makes the Galaxy A20 stand out amongst its other budget rivals. The second reason to buy the Galaxy A20 is because this phone has a really great looking AMOLED display. The display itself is really large, which is actually supposed to be my next reason to get it, but essentially you're getting a 6.4-inch display with the device, and it does feature AMOLED technology. So with an AMOLED display, you're getting brighter colors, you're getting deeper darks, and it just looks really nice. So I'm a big fan of the display on the Galaxy A20, definitely a great looking display here. And having an AMOLED display is certainly something that you don't find too often with a phone in this price range. The next reason to buy the Galaxy A20 is because of its quick performance. Now there's no doubt that this is a budget phone, and it's certainly not going to perform quite as well as a flagship, but still, it performs nice and smoothly, especially for a phone in this price range. Now I did run a Antutu benchmark test, and I definitely recommend that you compare the scores of this test to the scores that your current phone can get. So download the app, it's free, download it onto your phone and run the test, and then compare the scores on your phone to the scores on this phone. Now the device features Samsung's Exynos 7904 processor with 3 gigabytes of RAM, and with that we get a score of 109008 as the overall score, and a CPU score of 48155. So let me know in the comment section below what the score is for your phone and what phone you're currently using, as I'm really interested to see if the Galaxy A20 has a higher score than the score that you have. The next reason to get this phone is because it features a massive battery. The device has a 4000 milliamp hour internal battery, despite it being very thin. So that's a very beefy battery, and certainly not a battery capacity that I would expect to find with a phone that is a budget phone. We're getting less battery capacity than that with the Galaxy Note 10. So maybe that gives you an idea of the dramatic boost in battery capacity we really do get with the Galaxy A20 compared to pretty much every phone out there. So 4000 milliamp hours is super solid. My next reason to get the device, and it's funny because this actually blends in with the wallpaper here, is that the phone has a very small teardrop notch. Now let me go over to the web browser to give you a better idea of that notch size, but you can see that even though the phone does have a notch, it's very small. It doesn't really take up too much space and does not get in the way of the various notification icons and system icons. So with this device, we're getting a very good screen to body ratio. We do have a little bit of a chin on the bottom, but for the most part, we're getting a very good screen to body ratio. So I'm definitely a fan of the notch. I feel like this is a nice compromise here. So if you don't like notches personally, and I understand that, then you might be able to survive with the one on the Galaxy A20. It's certainly not as large as the notch that we have with the iPhone 11. Another perk of the Galaxy A20 is that we get both face unlock and we get a very nice and quick and responsive fingerprint sensor on the back. Very great to see. Other bonuses include fast charging. So this phone does feature fast charging, and we have a fast charger that comes in the box. NFC is another great perk of the Galaxy A20, so if you really like NFC, you're going to get that with this phone. And the price of the phone is for the most part very competitive, especially for the international version of the phone, which currently retails for around $160. That's great if you're using a GSM carrier. Now, there also is a new factory unlocked official US version of the Galaxy A20, but that does sell for $249.99. A little bit overpriced there, but still not bad if you do want support for all 4 major US carriers. And if you want to go to your local carrier to see if they have any upgrade deals for the Galaxy A20, then you'll probably be able to save a lot of money, because I know that at Metro by T-Mobile, for example, if you're porting into the carrier or creating a new line, you can get this phone for under $100. In fact, the current port-in deal for the Galaxy A20 gets you the phone for free. So let me know what you think of the Samsung Galaxy A20. Do you like this phone? Do you recommend it? Do you have it? Or are you thinking of getting it? Definitely let me know your thoughts. Take a look at the links in the video description to see the most up-to-date pricing for the phone. And I will see you in the next video.